Hey, everybody, it's Chippa in third person today. Hey, it's Monday. How's everybody doing? As usual, I'm on my commute to work. This is Chippa, if you guys don't know. Driving to work. It's the day after Mother's Day, our quarantined lockdown Mother's Day for those of us still in states in the United States that are smart enough to keep people at home. I'm an essential worker, of course, so I go to work. We did Mother's Day with my mom and Bob, my brother Movie Bob, and my sister and her husband Joe, and the kids and my wife, of course, over Skype. It was awesome. It was weird, but it was awesome. God, we must have been talking for an hour and a half. It was fantastic. Happy Mother's Day to those of you that celebrate it. Those of you that benefit from it, if you're mothers or a mother figure to somebody, or if the day upsets you because you have loss, I'm sorry to hear that too. We've all experienced that too. My wife doesn't have her mother anymore. I know that some people don't have great relationships with their moms either, and that makes me very sad as well, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. But again, maybe you are a mother-like figure to somebody else, and maybe you can turn that experience around and make it better for someone, or just making it better by still being here and being awesome and being you and getting through day to day. So I mean all of that, I really do. So if that helps you through, awesome. That special project I'm working on is coming along. It's been a learning experience for me. It's been more work than I expected it would be, but again, I'm just an idiot that sits there and, oh God, idiot's a bad word. Let me rephrase that. I'm just a guy, dicking around making podcasts, not really paying too much attention to the, deep levels of pre-preparation and intense editing quality, and I'm trying to do something that requires a little bit more care and caress than that, and the people I'm collaborating with are helping me learn that stuff and being very, very, very patient with me, and hopefully we end up with something that you guys are really going to like. So I enjoy it. If not, it'll just be something awesome for me, because this is totally just me doing something I've always wanted to do. So, yeah, there's that. For those of you that are friends of the show or fans of my podcast or know me at all, I am a huge Kevin Smith fan. And tonight, Russ Burlingame over at comicbook.com, and also one of the hosts of the Emerald City Video podcast, is doing a quarantine watch party of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Wouldn't you know it, he has Kevin Smith and Jay Muse showing up for it, and they're going to live tweet along with the movie as well. It's going to be awesome. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and 9:50 p.m. Eastern for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I love both of these films. I'd say equally. A lot of people have thought, his output as of late has been a little more strained, and I disagree. The guy's just making movies he wants to make, and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot is a perfect snapshot of Kevin Smith today having fun, just as Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was a perfect snapshot of Kevin Smith having fun in the late 90s, early 2000s Miramax landscape that he was working in then. Remember, he was coming right off the coattails of Dogma being huge. And again, huge for him, but still, Dogma was a big deal. Kevin Smith, had gone from critical darling of Clerks to critical misstep in Mallrats, even though, we as fans all love it, to critical darling that was capable of anything with Chasing Amy, because, lest we forget, Chasing Amy was looked at as one of the most progressive things in Hollywood ever at the time that it came out. He's done some work to, kind of update that these days in a scene or two and Reboot that they're amazing. But again, that made him a critical darling. And then there was Dogma, where he just got okay, I'm awesome, I can do whatever I want, let me make this religious farce that's probably the most well-written and well-directed and biggest high concept of the movies that he's made, and I love it. And there's some weird stuff in there. Remember, people think Tusk is strange. This is the guy that had the Golgothan shit demon in Dogma, and God is Alanis Morissette, but comes to Earth, as an old guy that likes to play skee ball on the Jersey Shore. There's some silliness here as well, but Kevin Smith posted this really cool picture from Entertainment Weekly listing, like, the directors on the rise or greatest directors. Kevin Smith was number fucking one. He was number one. Below him were like Quentin Tarantino and people like this. Like, this is insane to think that this guy that gets the mountainous pile of shit dropped on him for just living his dream and having a damn good time was at one time on everybody's radar as being the best. And you know what? I don't care, because I've always loved the guy and I've always loved his movies. It feels more like watching something that, like, a friend of yours has made because he wears his heart in his sleeve. And I'm not saying that through level of quality. I'm just saying that he wants you to be a part of the experience. He wants you to know all the behind the scenes, all the podcasts and all the other things that he does are just there to help you be a part of it. And, through the independent filmmaking, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot was done by, like, a fan-funded thing. And, I feel like even with his bigger movies, he wanted you to be part of that process. And I think that's really damn cool. And just want to thank the guy. Can't wait to victory lap over those two movies with him tonight, even if, we're going to have to be watching them and also watching the kids and keeping them happy and tweet along. I think it'll be a good time. So join the comicbook.com Russ Burlingame there quarantine watch party of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then 9:50 p.m. for Reboot. It's going to be a blast. I'll be there. You'll see me tweeting, hopefully, as long as I can keep the kids happy. And with that, what else do I have going on? Tons of podcasts releasing. I'd like to thank Professor Harbinger, if you're listening to this, my newest patron. I'm not recording a show today, so I figured I'd throw that in there. He's been a long-time fan, long-time Twitter friend, back and forth, and I'm happy to bring new people on that are able to support. Again, I in no way, shape, or form want anybody joining because they think that I need them to be a patron of mine. The whole thing is, if you have the extra money and are able to support somebody and thinking about supporting someone, I'd love it if you could throw some money my way. But if it's a choice between you eating or you supporting someone that needs it more than me, go with them first. Go with yourself first. I'll get by. This is just helping me be able to do more stuff like this, which is really good for my mental health and really good for my just creativity, I guess. And it keeps me talking to interesting people like you guys and like some other things in the mix that may be coming that, if they do, will be unbelievable. Always trying, so we'll see what happens. So with that, this has been the Chippa. I will see you guys on the other side. Later.